Hi, welcome to the Mocha Empress Oracle and Tarot channel. My name is Renee, and this is the love reading for the beautiful sign of Libra. Welcome, Libras. Libra gang gang. Thanks for stopping by. If you are interested in booking a personal reading, donating anything to the channel, whether that is a cash donation or something from my Amazon wish list, that information is located in the description below the video. This is a general love reading, so it's not for anyone in particular, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you'd like to, please subscribe, like, share. If you subscribe to the channel, it's going to send you notifications as to when videos are posted, and I ask that you please like the video so that the algorithms can pick it up and it can put my video out there to more people, my channel to more people, and it'll bring more traffic by, and I really greatly appreciate that. We're going to be having two decks today, dealing with two decks. The first deck is Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield, and the second is the Tarotorial. That's just in case we have to clarify. Sometimes we do have to, and sometimes we don't. Okay, so I've already pre-shuffled the cards, and I'm going to ask Spirit use me as a vessel to give Libra the love message. What is the message of love for Libra? Message of love for Libra. Message of love for Libra. Message of love for Libra. Okay. Okay, it's like all these, I've done 10 videos so far, and it's like all these same cards keep coming out for the zodiacs. There's a theme. There's a theme. I just have to look at it. I have to go over everything. But for Libra, we have the first card, number 21, choose love. Second card, number 46, spend quality time together. And then the third card is card number 40, be in the present and dream of the future. Okay. Okay, now the first one is choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. I'm trying to remember what the description is. Here, I'll read it. I don't want to get confused with something else. It's a pretty short explanation. Okay. I'll hold it up as I read it. You are constantly making choices. When you choose love, negative feelings have no place in your heart. Telling and retelling a negative situation will not heal it. Surround the situation in love. Choose to see your responsibility and focus on love. This card relates to your perception of your world. Do you blame your environment for what is going on in your life? This culpability could include your fate, your belief system, your life experiences, or your parents. Regardless of what has or will go on in your life, you always have choice. It may not be easy, but choosing to love and be loving is your best option. You are in control of how you feel. Okay, so I believe what this card is trying to say is there are things that happen to us in life that are not always positive. And how we come of it, how we heal from it, that is our choice. We have a choice to either heal from it or to just keep standing around complaining about it. You know what I mean? So standing around feeling sorry for it, keep rehashing it, keep bringing up, that's not going to change the fact that it happened. And it's not going to make your situation any better. It's not going to move you forward in life. You're just going to be standing there complaining all the time. You're not going to accomplish anything. But if you accept it, accept the fact that it happened, that you had no control over it, but you let it go, that will allow you to start healing from it. And you can move forward in life. That's what this is saying. This is saying don't choose hate. Don't keep standing around feeling hate towards people, keeping that knot of hateful, negative feelings in your chest, and you keep talking about it and bringing it up. Because first of all, nobody's going to keep hearing that shit all the time. Nobody's going to want to keep hearing it or talking about it with you. They're going to be like, dang, you still talking about that? You still on that? So the best thing to do is say, okay, yeah, this is a bad thing that happened to me. Yeah, they did a bad thing to me. They betrayed me. They hurt me. Whoever did it, whatever happened. But you have to move on from that. You have to say, okay, but I can't let that control my life, because it's going to control your life. It's going to control your life to the point to where you're just going to be standing still and everybody else is going to be moving forward. You're not going to get anything accomplished. Nothing positive is going to happen in your life. Dreams that you've wanted to do, dreams that you've had, you're going to put them up on a shelf because you're going to be too busy dealing with the stuff in the past. So you need to put it in a bag, drop it off on the curb, let the trash man pick it up, because you can't change it. You can't go back and erase it. It happened. So now you have to accept the fact that it happened. There's a reason for it happening. You need to learn a lesson from it and move on. That's the choice that you should make. But you have a choice, another choice, and that is to just keep talking about it. You have the choice. You should choose love. Okay, the second card is spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. This is one thing that a lot of people need to learn how to do, and I think a lot of relationships and marriages will benefit from this. Everybody wants to say what they want to say, and they want whoever it is that they're saying to just shut up and listen to what they have to say. Okay? But that doesn't mean the issue or the problem is going to get resolved, because everybody's wanting to talk and nobody's wanting to listen. This is saying, shut the F up and listen. Basically, is what it's saying. Not only spend quality time, but spend quality time listening to each other and talking to each other. Okay? You can't get to know someone if you're not hearing what they're saying. If you're too busy talking about yourself, then the relationship's all about you. Do you really think that relationship is going to last? No, it's not. They're going to be sick and tired of this person's a narcissist. They're going to kick you to the curb, be on their way. They don't want to talk to you no more. They don't want to deal with you no more. You too into yourself. That's classic narcissism. When you just refuse to hear what anybody else has to say and it's all about you and all you want to talk about is you, be prepared to be by yourself for the rest of your life. I'm sorry. I've dealt with narcissism, with narcissists before. It's like, ugh. Oh my gosh. It was like I was talking to myself. They weren't hearing me. And that's what happens. Okay, but I'm not saying that everyone's a narcissist, but people that need to brush up on their communication skills, this is one thing that you can do, is learn how to listen. When you're in a discussion, I'm going to say discussion, not argument. When you're in discussion with your significant other or your wife or your husband, your lover, the person that you're in a relationship with, you're discussing something, you can do it without arguing. It's easy. All you have to do is, okay, you're going to sit down and okay, first of all, plan a time and a place to do this. Not in front of the kids, not in front of other people. When the time comes, don't sit on top of each other. No, don't be sitting on his lap. Don't be sitting all cuddled up to each other. Sit next to each other, opposite with some space. Or you sit in a chair on one side of the room, he sits on the couch on the other side of the room. Don't cuddle up next to each other. Don't do that, because then you get distracted. Okay? If you want this discussion to occur and you want it to be resolved, talk with some space between each other. Secondly, just start off the conversation. Okay, would you like to start, or do you want me to start? And if they give you the go ahead, then say, okay, thank you. Express yourself. First, inhale, exhale, ground yourself, and talk in a normal tone. Don't be lovey-dovey. Be serious. Explain how you feel. They should let you do this without interruption. They should be listening. But if you're talking and they interrupt you, stop right away. Just say, hey, okay, wait a minute. We're supposed to be discussing this like adults. When I'm speaking, I expect you to listen to what I'm saying without interrupting me. When I'm done speaking, then you'll have a chance to speak and I will not interrupt you. Okay? But actually, you should establish those rules before anyone starts speaking, because sometimes people get a little bit anxious and they want to say what they want to say. And that's when communication starts breaking down, because they not want to listen, they just want to say. They want you to hurry up, and they try to interrupt you to get you to be quiet so they can express. No, that's not going to happen. So maybe you should establish those rules before you start speaking. But anyway, yeah, before you start speaking. So when you start speaking, your person should be letting you speak. And then when you're done, say, okay, is there anything that you'd like to say? I'm listening. And then they can start speaking. Don't interrupt them. Let them speak. That's how you carry on a conversation when you're trying to resolve something. But if you're talking and this person is constantly interrupting you, okay, well, I don't think this is a good time for us to discuss it. You're not wanting to hear anything that I have to say because you keep interrupting me. So I think we should do this another time. If they just started to straighten up then go ahead and keep talking. But if they want to argue, then you should leave and say, okay, we'll talk about it another time. That's how you have an adult conversation. That's how you talk to someone without screaming. That's how you argue without yelling and screaming and getting violent and in each other's face. There's no need to be screaming and at the top of your lungs, spitting and going on in somebody's face and in their space, all up in front of them, acting like that. There's no need to act like that, because nothing is done then. Then things are said in anger that hurt people, because words are very powerful. You may say something that you regret, that you didn't really mean to say. You've probably been thinking it, but you didn't mean to say it. And you said it out of anger to hurt them. So you don't want it to get to that point. There's a way to discuss things with people without screaming and hollering. I just want to make that point. So you can spend quality time together. And by quality time, I mean not over at your boy's house, not over at your girl's house, not at the club, not out in public somewhere. I mean quality time. Just be with each other, Go on a little camping trip. Go on a little trip to the beach for a couple of days. at night when the kids are in the bed, why don't you guys get some big blankets and go sit out on the porch with some hot chocolate or some coffee wrapped up in blankets and talk? That's quality time. That gives you a chance to just talk about stuff. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything in particular. Just talk. Just spend time. You know? People have strayed away from that. Now it's all rushed and hurried, and everybody's trying to go here and there and do this and that. And slow down. Slow it down. Okay? Slow down, people. How are you going to spend time with your significant other if you're always at the club on the weekends with your friends, or going over their house, or going shopping, or going here, going there, taking trips with them someplace? Your significant other has been working all week too, or they've been trying to find work. You know, this pandemic has got some people unemployed. So everybody has a busy week. So through the week, you know, you guys are busy. Let the weekend be yours. You know, you'll have time to see your friends or whatever, but quality time is important with your significant other. And that gives you a chance to listen to each other and talk. So be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. And I'm going to read this one to you. Which one is this? 40? Yeah. Okay. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Avoid dwelling on things that have passed and no longer exist. Everyone has a past that has helped to shape who they are. This history cannot be erased. Accept the past and look forward to the future. Set goals, dream big, and create. By doing this, you will eliminate the need to revisit the past. Having a goal helps you to focus on what is important. Setting a goal with a 1-year time frame is a simple way to live in the present. What would you like to be doing or achieving this time next year? Make it an attainable task and work on your dream every day. Once you have committed to your goal, you will find you are more easily able to reach it. Work consistently toward your dream, and you will make steady progress and achieve it much quicker. Okay, so this kind of touches on the choose love. This is saying also things that happened in the past, they happened already. You need to deal with it. Move on. Basically, accept the fact that they happened, learn the lesson, and move on. Because if you keep dwelling on that, that's going to keep you from achieving dreams that you may have. Dreams that you haven't accomplished yet. Dreams that are very important to you. How can you focus on dreams if you're focusing on stuff that's happened in the past? So you need to let the past go. Focus on your dreams. When focusing on your dreams, you need to make sure that they're attainable. You give yourself a time frame that's attainable, that you can work with. Like, for instance, if you want to be a cosmetologist, well, you have to go to school for that. You have to get a license, and I believe in most states, if not all. But you have to go to school for that. Get the training, get your license, then you can be a cosmetologist. It takes, I think, 1.5 or 2 years. I think. I know it takes a few months training. It may take a year, 1.5 years. I mean, that's with anything that any career. Just about. You have to train, get the training. Some positions you have to get certificates. You have to get certified, and then you can work in that career field. Other ones, like what I'm doing as far as like Oracle Tarot Reader, there's no training for that. You just have to do it on your own, basically. Or you have to find people that give the classes that are willing to teach you, willing to train you. And then you do it. There's no certification for it. So, and it doesn't have to be a dream of a career. It can be a different kind of dream. Say, for instance, you wanted to travel across the United States from one side to the other, from the East Coast to the West Coast. Well, it's going to take some time to do that because, first of all, it's not free. You're going to have, if you were going to drive, then you're going to have a good car, good in working condition, that can drive you from here to the other side. Because I'm on the East Coast. So say, for instance, I wanted to drive from the East Coast to the Grand Canyon. Well, can't do it overnight. Can't do it in a busted up car. Can't do it without having money. And I can't do it without taking some time off from work if I'm working. Am I taking my kids with me? Most likely. So I'm going to have to make sure I have enough money for gas, have enough money for hotel stays, enough money for food. And that's for on the way there and on the way back, the return trip. Because I got to drive back. Can't drive out there and, okay, well, let's fly home. Nope, can't do that. Because when I get back, I'm not going to have my car. So you have to have money for the round trip, for multiple people, for gas, and for hotel stays, and for food. And a working car. And it's not cheap. It can be expensive. So that's a dream that you have to take in steps. You have to plan for. You can't just decide. I can't just decide, okay, well, we're going to drive across the United States from the East Coast to Grand Canyon. We're going to go tomorrow. Don't have the money for that. I mean, I have some of it, but I don't have all of it. It's a bit. So that's something I would have to work on for the next few months. But as far as like planning when to go, where we're going to stop at on the way there, I would like to do that, have the time to do that. So it's not something I can just plan in less than 24 hours and pull off. I mean, I probably could if I really worked on it, but nah, I wouldn't want to do that. That's too stressful. I have to psych myself up to that drive. I've driven from here to the Midwest before, and it's like, that was years ago, and I am not looking forward to doing that again. So, but yeah, I mean, it takes time. A dream, to live out a dream, to make a dream come true, to fulfill a dream. You have to do it in steps. You can't just expect to have the dream come true overnight. Sometimes that happens on rare occasions, but not for most people. Okay? All right, Libra, I think that is what your message is. I think it is. You need to, from what I can see from the cards, this could be for single people. This could be for people that are in relationships. If it's for someone single, whatever has happened to you in the past, you need to, don't let that shit rule your life. Okay, you need to get over it. You need to deal with it, and you need to get past it. You need to throw that in trash, chalk it up as, the past. That's what it is. It's back there. It's not in front of you. It's not your future. Only if you make it. Okay? Because if you make that your future, if you make shit that happened to you in the past your future, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to get anything done. You're not going to be able to focus on anything. Because that is always going to come up. So you need to take all the negative things that have ever happened to you, and you need to put them in the trash bag. Put them outside in the garbage. Start anew. It's never too late to start living your dream. Whatever dreams you have, whether that's a dream of finding a good soulmate, life mate, or whether that is pursuing a career in something, pursuing a hobby. It's never too late to do that. But you need to do it now. Why not do it now? Whenever you get the chance to be with someone, this is for the single Libras. Whenever you do get the chance to be with someone, spend your quality time with them. Make sure that you do that. That you get to know them, that you learn to listen and talk with each other. And make that an important point. Stress that to them. Say, it's very important to me that we listen and talk to each other and spend quality time. Because if they're not about that, then they're going to waste your time. You're not going to get to know that person, not like you want. So, and like it said, be in the present and dream of the future. Make sure that your dreams are, you put a time frame on them so that they're attainable, that they're realistic. Okay, don't expect to be a Broadway star in 2 months. Not gonna happen. Be realistic with it. You can do it. Yeah, sure. You can do it, but you have to do it in steps. Everything's possible. But you have to be realistic in making that dream come to fruition. Okay? Same with finding a life mate, a soulmate, your person. And for couples, just don't let past discretions, things in the past that happened to you, things that you have done to each other in the past, if you have forgiven each other, forgive each other for real, okay? Let the old stuff die off. Don't keep bringing that stuff up. Learn how to talk and listen to each other and stop bringing it up in arguments, okay? Because those are daggers in that person's heart. When you say things, when you say hurtful, hateful things to your mate, they remember that. If they remember anything about that whole situation, they remember the bad things that you said to them. And they hold that on standby as one of their excuses for leaving you, for leaving the relationship. So, learn to talk to each other like adults. Learn to listen to each other and talk to each other like adults. There's no need for screaming and hollering. Spend quality time with each other. And remember, don't let anything hold you back from pursuing your dream. Don't let the naysayers talk you out of it. If it's something that you really want to do, then do it. Your support system will be there for you. You know who your support system is. Okay? Okay, I think that's all I have as far as the love message for my Libras, okay? Okay, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Love you guys, okay? I'll see you really soon, okay? Peace, love, and light. Bye.